welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Noles will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Oh, what a move. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll keep it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field. That
lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll try it again. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. A first down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play.
Touchdown, Seminoles! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Robinson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Pitt pushing the pace.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Pittman. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Personal foul.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Reed inside the 45. Smashes through the tackle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Caught behind the line. It's Lee. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The give is to Williams. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And they're able to get him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sure hands. It's White. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Unloads loads it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hicks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hit right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Behind the chains now on second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
To the air, it's Castellanos. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Noles line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him! And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Noles will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Now on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Got it behind the line. It's Reed. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Holstein. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense,
Gets loose in the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
you know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Pitt pushing the pace. To throw, it's Holstein. Pulls it in, it's Holmes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Makes the grab. It's Hicks. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the run, it's Reed. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Holstein. And And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McCoy.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw, it's Holstein. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Got it on the outside. It's Holmes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
From the gun, the running back has it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And just
there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Hit it right back to the line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Seminoles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 20, he's got space. Lots of room to run. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Finds his man. It's Pittman. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Big fella moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt to try. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a first down play. The give is to Williams. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The run from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got the quick completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Red pass is complete. Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
Florida State, 45, hit, 24.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Noles are facing 3rd and inches. He'll do it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start. Much bigger dreams for this squad.